Hello again, welcome back to my channel. It's Constance the Reader, and hi, how are you today? We're gonna do the August TBR. I wanted to do something quick, but once I pulled all the books that I actually wanted to read for August, kind of seeming like it's a little too ambitious, but we shall see. Y'all know I'm a mood reader, so anything is bound to happen. But the good thing is I've started reading 2 books, so I feel pretty confident that I'm gonna knock a decent amount of books out of the way. So I'll go ahead and I didn't pull these out for y'all, but the manga I definitely want to finish is the first box set of Bleach. I have like the last 11 volumes, so I should be good. Actually, I think 11 volumes. I need to finish Hunter x Hunter. I don't know how many more volumes I need to finish the rest that I have, but it's at least, ooh, it might actually be 20 volumes. We shall see. You know how I am. I need to finish the last few volumes of The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, and we'll see what I pick up in between there. I don't know if I'm gonna pick up the second box set of One Piece yet. I'm gonna see how I feel. I know that I should be reading Tokyo Ghoul. I just remembered that I said I wanted to read that. Once again, what else is new? Connie just doing her thing. So let's get into like the regular books that I definitely want to read. So one I will absolutely be having to read is a Jenny Lawson's book, Broken in the Best Possible Way. That is my mom's pick for our family book club. We had our book club meeting this morning. It went great. I had so much fun. It's nice to get back into it. This is a memoir. Jenny Lawson wrote another book. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I'll put a picture of it up. And honestly, I heard good things about that book. I didn't hear anybody say that they hated it, so I'm interested to see this one. I'm going to be listening to it as an audiobook, and I'm also going to be listening to as an audiobook Jeanette McCurdy's I'm Glad My Mom Died. I actually pre-ordered that as a audiobook last month because I just could not figure out what to do with my Audible credit. So I definitely will be listening to that. I want to actually finish it in the month of August, and I'm looking forward to it. So those are the 2 audiobooks that I know that I'm going to be reading. There's another one, but I have the physical book. I won't be reading, I'm listening to it, but we'll get into it when we get there. So as you know, I'm gonna pick up Bloody Bones by Laurel K. Hamilton. I just need to continue on with my reread. As I mentioned several times in the past, this is actually a book I accidentally skipped. I read the book that was after this one last month, so I'm gonna have to pick this one up to keep the pace. It's really good. This is actually the one that I started the series with when I was like 13. So I'm excited to get back into like the first book that got me interested in Laurel K. Hamilton and Anita Blake series. Next, I'm going to be reading Homicide in Hollow Hollow by Mia P. Manansala. I've actually already started this. This is the second book after Arsenic and Adobo, and I am on chapter 11. So far, I'm actually really liking it. Just generally good. Lila and the gang are back together. There's been another murder, and I'm liking it. I'm having fun. I actually read a lot of it yesterday, and I have a feeling that I can actually knock out another 100 pages. Maybe not today, but probably by tomorrow. And I'll probably finish this one very, very quickly in the month of August. Okay, this is where it gets a little ambitious because I don't actually know if I'll get to this. I've picked it up a few times and I've just not been in the mood, but I really do want to read A Certain Hunger by Chelsea G. Summers. I've heard a lot of good things about this. It's about a woman who is a food critic, I think, who is also a cannibal. Interessante. So I definitely want to pick this one up. Heard good things so far. I actually haven't heard anybody say they didn't like this, and they've all said it's a very interesting read. I'm hoping that I can get to this in August, but I'm not going to make any promises. I just feel like I might be able to, but you know, we'll see as you see the rest of the books that I have. This one I pulled because it's so short. I feel like I really should be able to finish it. There should be no reason why I don't, considering it is 131 pages, and that is We Had to Remove This Post by Hannah Bervolt. So short. This is about someone who works in like a social media team, and they are the ones that take down all the bad comments, and it's just kind of following their time having to deal with all of this like vitriol and hate. And I guess, you know, I think something bad is going to happen with these people. Maybe they start resorting to the same kind of behavior. but we shall see. But it's short enough, I feel like I could actually knock it out in one sitting. So this might be a book that I read if I start to get in a reading slump and I just need to read something quickly and to hopefully restart me if that happens. Next up in my quest to finish the books that I have bought from Book of the Month Club and have not picked up is Transcendent Kingdom by Ya Jessie. I took the dust jacket off, as I've mentioned before, that usually is what I mean. I'm busy and I'm going to read it. But I had wanted to read this last month and I did not. So that's on me. But this is one that, I mentioned this, it's like under 350 pages. It's not even 300. I really should be able to read this quickly. We'll just have to see. It's one that I want to read. I just don't know that I'm in the mood for it, but we shall see. So this one, it's on the roster, but I don't know. And this is the second book that I've already started. I actually started it a few hours ago, and that is, I'm so proud of myself, Shorefall, the second book in the Foundry Side trilogy by Robert Jackson Bennett. She's a chunky lady, okay, and I'm ready to read her. I already finished the first 2 chapters. It's already starting off really well. I'm back in Foundry Side, Tavon. I'm excited. A lot is going on. I won't get into like what's happening because this is book 2, but as I mentioned in my wrap up, I really do recommend Foundry Side. I think it's a great fantasy. I think the magic system is really cool and the characters are really interesting and the plot is really, really like on the edge of your seat type thing. I would recommend. Cannot wait to finish this, and this will be finished in August. It's gonna happen. Now, will I pick up Lachlan's, the last book in the trilogy? Probably not in the month of August, but she's chugging away. She's doing good. I'm doing good. So this is the book that I had gotten this from as an Audible audiobook a long time ago. And I'd mentioned this in, I think a book talk reel that was like a book I can't believe I haven't started yet. And that is From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I started this as an audiobook the other day. I think I only got to like half of the second chapter. I actually don't know what this book is about. I didn't even attempt to read the back, but that's okay. I'm one of those sick people who bought all of the books before I even read it. So I have the physical books. I know, I'm a sick person. So I definitely want to get into this. I have a lot of audiobooks on my plate, and honestly, tomorrow the Hoopla app resets and I can get 8 borrows. I might end up putting some other ones on there. I think I want to read like a nice frilly romance, so that might get added to it as well. We shall see. It just depends on how I'm feeling, but I did start this one, so it is technically on the TBR. Next, because I really want to read a nonfiction, and this one I believe is going to be a really short read, is Hola Papi by Jean-Paul Brommer. I mentioned this in my haul from, I think I actually did a haul at the beginning of July, and this was a cover buy, and it also sounded really, really funny. So I got this, and I actually want to pick it up. One of those things is like, sometimes you just have to have like a nice nonfiction memoir. That's just me. I know not everybody agrees, but I'm excited because I think this is actually less than 200 pages. So I feel pretty confident that I can finish this one as well. This one I do not have with me. The month of August, I really need to finish Kingsbane. Okay, I know this for a fact. By Claire Legrand. I started it a few months ago. I read Furyborn. I thought it was really great. And I've tried picking up Kingsbane a few times, and I'm just not in the mood, but I really, really want to finish this series this year. So in August, I do plan on getting through Kingsbane. I think I've made it to chapter 9, and I think I might have to restart it, to be honest. Riel and what's his name? The guy that she's like in love with. I'm so tired of them hooking up. I'm sorry. This is just a little rant for those who have read it, and though there's somebody that I'm friends with on here who we both read Furyborn this year. I don't know. I don't think they liked Furyborn, but I don't know if you're watching this, Kayla, if you started, I don't know how you feel about it in the first book, but if you read the second book, anybody, like Riel and what's his face are annoying. I just want y'all to just do it, and I don't want to hear about it again. Okay, every embrace, kiss, gyration, I'm tired. Okay, I don't care about y'all hooking up. I really don't. I'm actually exhausted from how many times they hook up in almost every chapter, by the way. It's not in great detail, but I don't care anymore, okay? Please stop hooking up. I wish it would end. I really wish it would end, but I have to push through. And I'm going to push through. And I'm hopefully going to finish Kingsbane in the month of August. Now, this is the biggest one that is the most ambitious. I'm not really sure why I've been feeling like I want to reread this series. I'm just a sick person. I don't know if I'm going to get to this. I really don't, but ooh, you know, I love the sound of that. And I'm really wanting to reread the Dark Elf trilogy by R.A. Salvatore. I really want to reread this. I've just been like feeling like I really want to reread this so bad. My husband, this is his favorite book. This is his favorite series. This is one of his favorite authors. And honestly, I have read adult fantasy, but I think it wasn't until my husband told me about this book many years ago that I really got into adult fantasy. This might have been my first, like, not total intro, but like, you know, something that's like D&D type situation. I loved it. I loved it when I read it. And this is all 3 books in one. And I love the sound of that. Delicioso. Will I read this? I don't know, but I really, really want to. I've just been feeling like I want to reread this so bad. So we'll see. We'll see if I get up inside of her. As in like reading. I don't know why I said it like that, but it is what it is. So anyway, that is what I hope to read in August. I just wanted to make this really quick. Did you something out there for you guys? But yeah, tell me, is there anything that y'all are reading in the month of August? Anything that I mentioned that sounds delectable to you that you would like to get your hands on and read as well? Let me know. If there's any that I mentioned that you've already read, I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Leave the information in the comments. Thank you so much. And if you like the video, please like the video. If you like it, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you to those who are subscribed to me. I really appreciate it. And thank you for everyone who talked in the comments with me. I appreciate it as well. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, all the things, and you have a good day. Goodbye.